Good evening and welcome to the Action News 5 Digital Desk Nightside. I'm meteorologist Ron Childers alongside my sidekick, Lydian Coombs, who makes all this happen. The digital magic queen over here. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It was a good day of weather. Had a nice break from all the storms we've dealt with for 2 weeks in a row now, and it's been calm to start the week and up to this point. So yes, for that I am very happy. How's your day going?
It's been good. Beautiful day outside today. I slept in, so I didn't get a chance to enjoy it. But on my ride here, I was like, wow, it's just a beautiful day.
I was at the dentist yesterday morning, and I had a new dental hygienist, and we're getting to know each other, and she says, so what time do you have to get up in the morning for your job? And I said, I'm usually up by the crack of noon every day. The look on her face was priceless, absolutely priceless. And then I explained, look, I'm here till about 11 o'clock every night. So,
yes.
And then there's go home, make dinner, the whole 9 yards. So it's a different lifestyle. Different.
Yes.
Second shift, you know what we're talking about, right? You
Yes.
do. Yes, you do.
It's funny because my mom would tell me as a kid, you know, when you grow up, you can't sleep till noon. And she was right. I sleep till 1. So.
The early bird catches the worm. That saying is still true, though. I will say that.
Yes.
Hey, we've got some good stuff for you tonight. Lydian has amassed some great stories and some amazing weather video we're going to be taking a look at. But you know what? You've got something right now that's kind of time sensitive. Can we do that one first? You think the 9:39 thing? What do you think?
Sure.
Can it come up there first?
Wait, 9:39. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I surprised even you on that one, huh? Here
Yes.
it is. Always eyes to the sky for us in the weather office. And guess what Lydian found?
Yes.
Check this
Well,
out.
really, Maggie is the one to thank for this. So yes, the International Space Station. You can see it tonight at 9:39 p.m.
9:39. That's right. Look to the west-northwest sky. Right at 9:39, you'll see it come through the air, and I think it's going to be up for about 4 to 5 minutes. Goes through really fast. You'll see a little light going from left to right. It's going to look kind of cool. So 9:39. Let's rush outside and check it out. Well, that'll be just before the 10 o'clock news.
Yes, and if you catch it on camera, send that video to us.
Yes.
You can do it from pretty much anywhere. On our website, on any of our apps, or just send it to us on social media. We'd love to check it out.
And you can see it with the naked eye, but if you've got binoculars, that will help as well. And if you've got a telescope, you can key in on it and follow it all the way through. It's a very cool sight. And take the kids. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. The space station. Hey, there's people in there. Anyway, let's talk about the weather first of all, and then we'll take a look and dig into some of the news stories you found for us. Let's give you your first alert to what's going on this evening. Absolutely lovely. Check that out. That's a Best Care Home Services camera. I have a confession to make.
Oh?
Yesterday, I really thought skies today would be mostly cloudy. Now, they are right now, right?
Right.
We got a mostly cloudy sky, same at the airport. But we had a partly cloudy day for the most part. We had very little in the way of clouds. The dry air won out. And as a result, it was a great day. Still very nice. Nobody complained about it. But we were looking at a mostly cloudy sky, highs in the lower 80s. We had 87 in Memphis today, and as a result of the sunshine, that pushed the temperature to 1 degree above average. I thought we were going to be about 4 degrees below average, but again, the sun was welcome. It was dry, so no rain in the rain gauge, and look at that. The average low for this date was 66, and guess what? We fell to 66. By the way, those averages, they're added up. They take 30 years of data, add it all up, then divide it, and that gives us our average temperature. And they do that every couple of years. So that's what we got going today. Not bad overall. Look at clouds and radar imagery, though. After enjoying a partly cloudy sky today, clouds are here. And just to the west, so is a little rain, but it's still dry at the surface. Now, heavier precipitation is well to our south, and it looks like that's where it will stay, but we're also starting to see thunderstorms firing up in parts of Colorado, New Mexico, and western Texas. That moisture is going to make a push to the east, and as it does, I think it's going to work to keep clouds in place. This little aspect of this upper level disturbance keeping clouds in place for the overnight hours tonight. Our first alert Doppler radar finding rain, but back into central Arkansas. Now, it's quite possible that most of that is not even reaching the ground. We're hitting that at a pretty good elevation, right around 4,000 feet. And with dry air at the surface from Memphis, even into Little Rock, maybe a few sprinkles there, but I really don't expect any significant rainfall at the surface, although there's a considerable amount of moisture in the atmosphere, and there's enough that will keep clouds in play tonight from now until about midnight tonight. We should be in the mid 60s to near 70 at midnight tonight. Really a mild night. Then tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, some will have clouds, some will have sunshine. I think as the day goes on, we'll all enjoy some sunshine, but don't be surprised if it's a bit overcast at 8 in the morning. And you see a little dot of green there, just south of Memphis, one just to the east of Holly Springs. There could be a little sprinkle out there, about a 10% chance at best. So maybe a little sprinkle, but really just a dry and mild start to the morning. By midday, we'll be in the mid to upper range of the 70s. Still a slight, very slight chance of a stray shower. We keep that into the afternoon hours as well, right around 3:30 or so. I think we'll see even fewer clouds, but we're still going to keep a chance of rain going on into the evening hours, especially back to our west and southwest. And then more clouds move in tomorrow night. And as we get into Friday, increasing rain chances come into play there. So through the day tomorrow, I think partly cloudy at 7 and noon, about a 20% chance of a shower at 3 and 5, and should even be mostly sunny by 7 in the evening. So overall, we've got a pretty good pattern. We'll be in the low 80s in the afternoon. I think our high will hit 84. But know this, if we get a considerable amount more cloud cover, we'll likely be only make it in the low 80s. If we get a significant amount more sunshine, we could push into the upper range of the 80s. It's really a tough call here. We're kind of splitting the difference and going with 84. Then Friday, Saturday, low 80s, back in the mid 80s Sunday into the beginning of next week, and we're on track to get close to 90 by next Wednesday with a high of 88 degrees. So that's what we're looking at there. Now, let's talk more about rain chances, because slight chance Thursday, but we see a slightly better chance coming into play on Friday. And then Saturday, over the next 7 days, it looks like Saturday is going to be the most likely day for rainfall, and a pretty good chance lingers into Sunday and then gradually tapers off as we get into the beginning of next week. So this weekend, 60% chance of rain. You got weekend plans, Lydian?
No, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those just kind of hang out in the house, watch movies, enjoy the day.
Yes.
And the weather may be perfect for doing just that. But if you do have outdoor plans, well, you're going to want to pay attention here in the next couple of minutes, because we'll take a closer look at what to expect. Scattered showers still in play for Sunday, but really I think Saturday is going to be the rainy day. And as a matter of fact, there may be a little thunder, a little lightning. I'm not looking at anything in the way of severe weather for the area, but I can't rule out a thunderstorm or two, especially in the morning along and west of the Mississippi River. It looks like that's where the better chance for rain will be. But that chance spreads farther east into the afternoon hours, bringing showers into West Tennessee, northern Mississippi. Now, I don't think it's going to rain all day, but I think there's going to be rain around the area all day and likely into the evening. So Saturday night plans, the showers could put a damper on that. Now, there's a little bit of a lull by early Sunday morning. Still a chance for a few hit or miss showers, but I think most of us wake up to clouds Sunday morning. And then as we get into the afternoon, yeah, maybe a few stray showers. You see those lighter green areas there? It looks like the better chance is going to be in West Tennessee, northern Mississippi. But we get into the evening, and I think we're going to see another disturbance lift north from the south. That's going to bring more widespread rain to the area late Sunday night, and that will likely linger into early Monday morning. So I want you to get the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. Put it on your smartphone or tablet. It is free, and it's going to come in very handy, especially with rain in the mix for the weekend. If you have outdoor weekend plans, then you're going to want to have that interactive radar right there in the palm of your hand, and you'll have it right there on the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. So go to your app store, download it now, check it out, get it, and you'll be prepared for whatever may come through. So that's what I got going for you on weather. Now, Lydian, you're on deck. You got some good stuff too. Some of this weather video is amazing.
Yes, there's been a slew of storms across the country.
And it has been, and I'm telling you, the plains, all the way from Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, Kansas, have just been pummeled, even Iowa. And we have certainly had our share here in the Mid-South. We've fared well compared to some of the other areas, but wow, what a very stormy late spring it has been.
Yes, we got very lucky. And speaking of Iowa, since you mentioned it, I have a video here of...
That looks like snow.
Yes, it does.
That looks like snow. And it's all hail. There was a confirmed tornado that touched down in, I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. You came close. Look at that. We call that a stovepipe tornado. Look at that. Because of the structure, it just kind of looks like a stovepipe going up.
It does.
That is amazing. It's got to be an EF1, EF2.
Yes. So it is an EF1, and it hit speeds of around 90 miles an hour. The path of the storm was around 1.5 miles long and 75 yards wide.
Took some trees down. Whoa, did some damage. Fortunately, it looks like structures were still in decent shape despite the wind pounding the exterior of those structures too.
Yes, and also Texas has been hit pretty hard lately.
Texas has been pummeled. Really, the entire state of Texas. And those storms have even bled over into Arkansas. Bentonville got hit pretty hard. I have a friend with a pizza place right around Bentonville. His business damaged by tornadoes that came through there. So something else indeed.
Very scary.
Yeah.
And it has also brought flooding. Here's a video.
How do you get him out? Windshield?
A Good Samaritan rescuing a man who was trapped in that truck that you see.
Is he in a ravine?
That's it, baby. Be careful, be careful.
Believe it or not.
Oh,
Ivy,
no.
video.
And this was yesterday. And he did get out. The video ends before his rescue is shown, but that man is smashing the window to help get him.
He's using a little sledgehammer to break the windshield to get the guy out.
Certainly some quick thinking on his end.
I gotta tell you, gotta hand it to folks who have the bravery and the clear thinking and just spring into motion to help people out. I would like to think we all have that within us, but some are just, they're great at it. And that was a video of a hero right there working to save a life with no regard for his own safety. That was something else. Something else to see.
Shout out to him. And this took place in Conroe, Texas, by the way. And I have another video. This is from Garland, Texas.
Well, that looks apocalyptic.
Yes. This was shot in Garland yesterday. So you can see the videographers in a building where the power has gone out and just really heavy storms outside.
Oh, it's just pounding that. It looks like a golf cart here outside the building with the flaps flying around. Traffic still moving
it might be
along.
a country club.
Wow, that's something else. That's a scary sight.
Yes.
That is a scary, scary sight.
And if it is a country club, I imagine it probably was much different earlier.
Don't you know
it? If someone was there. So pretty scary. And in Colorado, this was a light show from early this morning.
Look at that.
This is in Johnstown.
That was
Colorado.
from this morning?
Yes.
Big storms there.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing.
And they've also had a lot of hail. And you taught me something new about Colorado.
Wait, is that hail up to the? That
yes,
was up to
here,
the door.
Let me start the video over. But
Look at that. That's like
This is
2
in
feet of
Yuma,
hail.
Colorado. Yes, a lot of hail, and this is the damage left behind. And this comes from our sister station KKTV.
Oh, look at what it did to the
Skinned
siding.
this house.
Oh, that is and it looks like there's snow on the ground.
Yes.
And then what is that, flooding?
Yes, flooding also there.
So I taught Lydian a little weather lesson. Lydian,
Yes.
which state has more hail than any other state in the nation?
It's Colorado.
Yes, indeed. And why, Lydian?
Because of the elevation.
There you go. Yeah, it's a higher, because it's at a higher elevation. When storms do come through, hail is more likely to form, doesn't have as far to fall, so more hail is likely on the ground there. So Colorado, the #1 state for hail in the U.S. Lydian, side note, you learned this one too, #1 state for lightning. Let them think about it. Let them think about it. You know the answer. The #1 state for the most lightning in the nation. What do you think it is?
Well, you
Lydian,
told me.
go ahead and tell. Tell them, Lydian.
It's Florida.
That's right. More thunderstorms the afternoon. They're closer to the equator. You get into that area where we see thunderstorms that develop there, the intercontinental tropic zone, and that's where we see more afternoon thunderstorms develop. And as a result, they get more lightning. You know what Florida does not get a lot of, Lydian?
What's that?
Hail.
Oh.
That's right, because the air there is warmer. Yeah, hail oftentimes forms in the core of a thunderstorm that develops in the afternoon, but as it falls through the atmosphere, because temperatures are typically much warmer there, hail doesn't have a chance. They get heavy rain and flooding and a lot of lightning, which the lightning a result of the static electricity from the buildup of the hail.
Huh. The more you know.
It's kind of fun, huh?
Yes.
Weather is fun. Hey, you know what else? You know what I learned, Lydian?
What?
I learned how to pull up the questions that people have on our Facebook page
look at
on my
you.
phone.
Look
So
at
look
you.
at this. Let me go through.
Oh, okay.
And let's see who's got questions for our little insight here. What I didn't learn, Lydian, was how to refresh the page. All right, here we go. Now I got it. Now I got it. Wait a minute. Let me see. Who do we have here? Elizabeth Smith, she's watching tonight. Hi, Elizabeth. By the way, you can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, also on the Action News 5 app, on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. So many different ways to get Action News 5 and all the great content. But the only way to ask questions right now is on Facebook. So, Elizabeth, thank you for watching. Danielle says, Happy Wednesday. Hi there. Thank you. And poor Vanetter says, no barbecue this weekend.
Oh.
I know, it's going to rain. Now, you could do ribs on Sunday. That's a quick cook. And, you know, there may be a 4-hour dry period there, so a little better chance. You could do a little something there. Anyway, Vanetter's down in Clarksdale. Hello from Corinth. Koki Curtis. Oh, it's good to hear from you. And Sheila's watching. And Sam Shears says, what's going on with the weather? It has been just all over the place. And, you know, the one thing that's been impacting us the most are storms back in the plains, and we get what are called outflow boundaries. In other words, imagine if we threw a pebble into or a stone into a pond. What happens, Lydian, when you throw a stone into a pond?
You get ripples?
You get ripples. So these thunderstorms develop back to the west. They send out ripples of energy through the atmosphere, and those ripples impact weather downstream. And that's what we've been dealing with. The hardest part is trying to determine which ripple is going to create rain, what time it will get here, and what the intensity will be. That has been the forecast challenge for the last couple of weeks for the First Alert Weather Team, and wow. Not finished with the pattern yet, but that's certainly what we've been dealing with, and we have enjoyed this nice break. So thank you very much for joining us. Kaylin from South Memphis, thank you. Nice to see you here. And Gloria Davis, glad you're joining us too. She says thanks for the broadcast, Lydian. People like what we're doing.
Sweet.
They like us. They really like us, or at least some do anyway. All right, what else you got for us?
Well,
what are we working on
let's turn
tonight?
online. So we mentioned the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Remember that is happening tonight at 9:39.
I remembered.
And in case you forget, it is on in a story on our homepage. We do have that on our website, so check it out.
There's so much cool stuff on our website.
Yes.
She, Joel, Rose, Jacob, our whole digital team really work night and day to keep all that good stuff on there. So great job. Kudos to you all. Mm-hmm.
But yes, so I kind of wanted to move to this story.
Everybody loves pandas.
Everybody's been talking about this in the newsroom today. So yes, the Smithsonian has confirmed that 2 new giant pandas are returning to Washington's National Zoo from China by the end of the year.
So evidently there were some diplomatic relations that got a little askew a couple of years ago. China said, okay, we want all our pandas back.
Yes.
Evidently, they've smoothed things out. China says, okay, you can have a couple of pandas. So
Yes.
now the D.C. National Zoo, the Washington, D.C. National Zoo, will get a couple of pandas. I think there are pandas coming to the San Diego Zoo.
Yes, that's right.
And they're looking at the possibility of pandas coming to San Francisco and a couple of other zoos around the nation. Now, our panda exhibit here at the Memphis Zoo is still unpanded at this time.
Yes, and
we
Joyce
don't have
reached
pandas.
out and asked, hey, are we getting pandas?
Can we have a panda?
And they said they had no information to provide at this
China,
time.
if you're watching, we'd love to have pandas here. We love pandas. They're awesome. Memphis could use a couple of pandas, and we'll be very good to them and come and visit them. Peace, love, and pandas. I love that. I absolutely love that. So hopefully that panda program will begin again and spread across the nation. That is good news. And again, everybody loves a panda.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are. They're just cute. They're just cute.
Love it.
Hey, what do we got coming up on Action News 5 at 10 tonight?
Tonight at
Yeah.
10, we have Bria discussing, this is a story we've covered all day, but yes, council member Michelin, Michelin Easter Thomas, she's resigning from a role with MRPP, Memphis River Parks Partnership. In January, if you remember, an ethics complaint was filed against her for accusing her of violating the city charter because of her employment with MRPP.
Yeah.
And she decided to step down. She's been fighting that, arguing that, she wasn't violating her charter.
Well, and the city council has to vote on issues related to MRPP and the works they're doing
And
downtown and
she's
around
recused
the
herself
city.
from those votes.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
avoid, bias.
But there is still some appearance. It's the optics of it all. It's the optics of it all. Some have found unethical. Lawyers have different views on both sides. I believe she's being represented by Andre Turner. He sees things one way, whereas the city council's attorney sees things a different way. So as a way to try to make amends, she has resigned her position from MRPP, which, by the way, we understand her pay was even coming from another source, not directly from MRPP. It was through a grant. So anyway, Bria's going to have more on that.
Yes.
What else we got tonight at 10?
So we also have, Joyce is covering she's not here, a shooting that happened quite literally right before we got on the set. And
So breaking news on that.
yes, in
Breaking
fact,
news.
it's
Where is
probably-
that? Do we know where that shooting was?
It was in Hickory Hill. It's actually
Okay.
2 shootings. One was fatal.
Oh.
They were just like one street over from each other. One was on Black Raven Drive, and then the other one was on Bald Eagle Drive. And police say multiple suspects were involved. They all fled on foot, and they don't have any descriptions to provide for us. But oh look, there's us. But yes, Joyce will talk more about that at 10. We did go to the scene, so we'll have more at 10 on that.
Lydian, by the way, just for the first time, discovered herself live on this feed on the website. It happens to all of us at some point in our career. This is the first time it's happened to her. It's kind of a cool moment, isn't it?
Yes.
There we go. All right. Well, look, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. We're going to get back to our jobs. I've got some new data to share with you for the weekend rain chances. We're going to take another close look at that coming up on Action News 5 at 10. By the way, if you want to see that again, the video I played for, or the forecast data I played for the weekend, I put it up on the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. So if you have the First Alert Weather app, all you got to do is open it up. It's going to be right there on the home page. If you don't have the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app, download it. Put it on your phone. It's free for Apple and Android products. You're going to have access to a whole host of stuff. Whenever there is weather, breaking weather, if we're going wall to wall, as we call it, extended coverage, you can watch us right there from your phone or your tablet if you have the app, and it comes in very handy if power's out too. So many wonderful things with the First Alert Weather app, but that weekend video is up there, so check it out. It's the newest video on there. Lydian, I guess you will get back to the digital desk tonight. What do you say we do this tomorrow night? You want to? Back
Why
again?
not?
8-ish?
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure.
All
I'll
right.
check my calendar.
It's a date. You guys have fun. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for being our Facebook friends. And thank you for having the Action News 5 app on your streaming devices and watching Action News 5 on television in all the different many ways we come to you with news, weather, traffic, and sports. And oh, by the way, I got to give a shout out to Doc Holliday because he's got sports tonight. He got some good stuff too. Showboats are playing this weekend. It's going to be interesting to see what Doc has to say about that. The 1 and 8 showboats. 1 and 8. Anyway, hey, have a great night. We'll